Good morning, everyone. My name is Miss Karina, and today is the last Saturday morning story time of the school year. Today we are going to be reading my ultimate favorite child's book, Stuck. And you can tell that it's pretty worn out from so much reading. It's even ripped a little bit. This book, Stuck, is by Oliver Jeffers. Again, you might recognize that name because we read some of his other books for our story times. Let's get started. It all began when Floyd's kite became stuck in a tree. He tried pulling and swinging, but it wouldn't come unstuck. The trouble really began when he threw his favorite shoe to knock the kite loose, and that got stuck too. So he threw up his other shoe to knock down his favorite one, and unbelievably, that got stuck as well. In order to knock down his other shoe, Floyd fetched Mitch. Cats get stuck in trees all the time, but this was getting ridiculous. Floyd fetched a ladder. He was going to sort this out once and for all. And up he threw it. I'm sure you can guess what happened. The ladder was borrowed from a neighbor and would definitely need to be put back before anyone noticed. And in order to do so, Floyd flung a bucket of paint at it. And wouldn't you know it, the bucket of paint got stuck too. Then Floyd tried a duck to knock down the bucket of paint, a chair to knock down the duck, his friend's bicycle to knock down the chair, the kitchen sink to knock down his friend's bicycle, Floyd's front door to knock down the kitchen sink, the family car to knock down their front door, the milkman to knock down the family car, an orangutan to knock down the milkman, who surely had somewhere else to be. A small boat to knock down the orangutan, a big boat to knock down the small boat, a rhinoceros to knock down the big boat, a long-distance truck to knock down the rhinoceros, the house across the street to knock down the long-distance truck, a lighthouse to knock down the house no longer across the street, and a curious whale in the wrong place at the wrong time to knock down the lighthouse. Hi, what are you doing? And they all got stuck. A fire engine was passing and heard all the commotion. The firemen stopped to see if they could help at all, and up they went. First the engine, followed by the firemen, one by one. And there they stayed, stuck between the orangutan and one of the boats. Firemen would definitely be noticed missing, and Floyd knew he'd be in big trouble. Then he had an idea and went to find a saw. He lined it up as best he could and hurled it up into the tree. And that was it. Pop! There was no more room left in the tree, and the kite came unstuck. Floyd was delighted. He had forgotten all about his kite and put it to use immediately, enjoying the rest of the day very much. That night, Floyd fell asleep, exhausted, though before he did, he could have sworn there was something he was forgetting. All those things stuck in the tree. And one of the firemen says, "Hang on a minute, lads. I've got a great idea." So, that is why I'm up in my treehouse today. I'm not stuck up here, thankfully. But I bet, sometimes you guys might be out playing in your yard and get things stuck in the tree too. And always make sure to ask an adult for help getting it back down, so you don't have the same problem as Floyd. All right. I hope you enjoyed this story and all of our story times in the past. Make sure to check out the craft that I linked in the post on Facebook, and hopefully I'll see you around the museum at some point soon when we reopen. Bye, everybody.